It's 2:47 a.m. You tried everything. Herbal tea, reading a book, counting sheep, even switching your pillow sides a dozen times. But your eyes are still wide open, the room is quiet, but your mind is loud. Thoughts echo in your head like a drumbeat. Did I forget to send that email? Why did I say that thing today? What if tomorrow is worse? You lie there in a still, dark room, wondering if you're the only one fighting this invisible enemy. You're not. Millions of people across the world share this nightly battle. Some find it hard to fall asleep. Others wake up too early, and some can't stay asleep at all. Insomnia doesn't discriminate. It creeps into bedrooms of the young and old, the stressed and the healthy. But why does it happen? And more importantly, what can you do about it? In this video, we'll dive deep into the real causes of insomnia, the emotional toll it takes on your life, and how to finally start sleeping again, peacefully and naturally. It's time to reclaim your nights. Insomnia is more than just a bad night's sleep. It's a consistent pattern of sleeplessness that affects every area of your life. Clinically, it's defined as difficulty falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking too early and being unable to go back to sleep, at least 3 times a week for over 3 months. But in reality, it often feels more like a silent suffering. While everyone else seems to drift off with ease, you lie there with your mind racing. There are 2 main types of insomnia, acute and chronic. Acute insomnia is short-term, often triggered by stress, life changes, or traumatic events. Maybe you've lost a loved one, changed jobs, or moved to a new city. These events can temporarily disrupt your sleep. On the other hand, chronic insomnia lasts much longer and is usually tied to deeper emotional, physical, or behavioral issues. The worst part about insomnia is that it becomes a cycle. The more you worry about not sleeping, the harder it becomes to sleep. Over time, your brain begins to associate your bed not with rest, but with frustration and stress. That's why understanding the nature of insomnia is the first step toward healing. Once you realize it's not just in your head and that others go through this too, it becomes easier to look for answers and find solutions. To really beat insomnia, we have to understand what fuels it. The causes of insomnia are often divided into 3 categories: emotional, physical, and lifestyle related. These categories are deeply interconnected, and many people experience a combination of all 3. Emotional causes are among the most common. Stress, anxiety, and depression create a mental environment that is far from restful. You might be lying in bed, but your brain is still stuck in overdrive. Perhaps you're thinking about tomorrow's challenges, dwelling on yesterday's conversations, or simply overwhelmed by a general sense of unease. At night, when the distractions fade, your thoughts can get louder, more chaotic. And for those dealing with grief or past trauma, bedtime often becomes the moment when all those buried feelings rise to the surface. Then there are physical and medical causes. Chronic pain, arthritis, acid reflux, and hormonal imbalances like those seen in menopause or thyroid conditions can all disrupt your ability to sleep soundly. Even medications meant to help you, like those for blood pressure or asthma, can sometimes mess with your sleep. Often, these medical issues are overlooked, and insomnia is treated as purely emotional. But real healing requires looking at the whole picture. Lifestyle factors are the 3rd piece of the puzzle. Our modern habits aren't very sleep-friendly. Think about it. Constant screen time, irregular schedules, too much caffeine or alcohol, eating late at night. All of these disrupt our circadian rhythm, the body's natural sleep-wake cycle. You might not notice their impact during the day, but they catch up to you when your head hits the pillow. That's why a holistic view is crucial. Insomnia isn't caused by one single issue. It's usually the result of multiple stressors building up over time, each silently chipping away at your ability to rest. Insomnia does more than make you feel tired. Over time, it can seriously affect your physical and mental health. When you're not sleeping properly, your body doesn't get the chance to reset and heal. Your immune system weakens, making you more vulnerable to illness. Your heart works harder, increasing your risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, and stroke. Mentally, it takes an even greater toll. Insomnia can intensify feelings of anxiety and depression, slow down your memory and focus, and make even simple decisions feel overwhelming. You become more irritable, less patient, and more prone to emotional outbursts. Everyday tasks start to feel like mountains. Emotionally, insomnia is deeply isolating. People might not notice you're struggling because the symptoms aren't always visible. But inside, you feel disconnected from your body, your routine, and even your loved ones. Many people suffering from chronic insomnia describe feeling trapped in their own heads, unable to escape the noise that comes with every sleepless night. It affects relationships, productivity, and your overall quality of life. In children and teenagers, lack of sleep can impair development and academic performance. In older adults, it increases the risk of falls, memory problems, and mood disorders. That is why treating insomnia is not just about getting more sleep. It is about reclaiming your health and peace of mind. The good news is that insomnia is treatable. It might take time and a bit of trial and error, but there are many ways to improve your sleep naturally and sustainably. The first and most important step is improving your sleep hygiene. This means creating a routine and environment that supports restful sleep. Stick to a regular bedtime and wake-up time, even on weekends. Your body thrives on rhythm. Create a calming pre-bedtime ritual. Take a warm bath, dim the lights, listen to soothing music, or write down your thoughts in a journal. Avoid caffeine or heavy meals in the evening. Make sure your bedroom is cool, quiet, and dark. Invest in blackout curtains or a white noise machine if needed. One of the most effective treatments is cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia (CBTI). This approach helps rewire your brain to see sleep as a friend, not a threat. It focuses on changing the thoughts and behaviors that are keeping you awake. You can find licensed therapists who offer CBTI, and even online programs that guide you step by step. Natural remedies can also help, especially in combination with lifestyle changes. Magnesium, melatonin used temporarily, chamomile or valerian root teas, and aromatherapy with lavender can all be beneficial. Meditation and deep breathing exercises can calm your nervous system before bed. However, don't become reliant on supplements alone. If your insomnia is severe or doesn't improve with natural methods, consult your doctor. They may suggest a short-term use of sleep aids or check for underlying medical conditions. Sometimes, treating the root issue, like depression, anxiety, or a thyroid disorder, can bring your sleep back to balance. If you're still listening, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not alone. Insomnia does not define you. It's not your fault, and it doesn't make you weak. In a world that demands constant productivity, it's easy to forget that rest is not a luxury. It's essential. It's how we heal, how we dream, and how we find peace. You deserve sleep. You deserve peace. Start small. Maybe tonight, you put your phone down 30 minutes earlier. Maybe tomorrow, you try journaling or drinking calming tea. These tiny habits add up. They are seeds of healing. Sleep is not something you have to fight for. It's something you can invite back into your life. Gently, consistently, lovingly. If this video helped you, or if you're on your own sleep journey, share your story in the comments. You never know who might find comfort in your words. And if you want more videos about mental wellness, aging, and healing, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us reach more people who need to hear this message. You deserve rest, and tonight can be the beginning of a better tomorrow.